morning everybody. You joined me at Blunham, a lake at Manor Farm complex in Biggleswade. Today I'm predominantly going to try and catch some big carp off the top with the Pellet Waggler, but it's a bit early yet for that. I think not a lot out there rising, so I've just got a method feeder out there until the fish look like they're going to play ball. So let's see how we get on today. Hoping to catch some pellet waggler action for you guys. Some big carp in here, £20 plus. I have geared up a bit. Got £8 0.23 line on there that I've freshly spooled last night, so it's nice fresh line. I will inset here the line I'm using because I can't remember off the top of my head, and we'll see how it goes. I was here last week, had 4 fish out in the last hour, and that's pretty much all I caught all day because I was persevering trying to catch fish short on the pole and it didn't work. Just didn't want to play ball, but as soon as I had them biting on the top on the Pellet Waggler, the thing stopping me catching more was just Pellet Waggler at distance is not always the easiest to catch them. It's not easy to strike at the right time. But yeah, I had 4 out, the biggest being 16.5 pound, and on £6 line which I was using that day, that was fun. That was fun getting that in. So I've geared up a bit more today just in case one of the bigger ones in here decides it wants to play ball and come off the top. But let's spend the next hour or so on the method feeder, see if that produces any fish. Looking fairly quiet. I'm going to pull that back in, bait it up again, fire some pellets over the top, see if we can get some fish biting. So let's see how it goes. Let's give this a light cast out. I've got the clutch pretty loose on this because say there's some big fish in here, so I can't risk fishing with the clip on, so I'm going to have to guess where I'm casting this out, hoping to get it a bit accurate. If I ping some 6mm out over there. That's where I threw it. Be interested to see how quickly they start coming up for these. See, this is billed on the website as being the easy pool to bring your kids to. It really isn't. I mean, I'm not just basing that on watching myself fish and what I've caught here. This is based on watching a lot of other people fish here. And, well, maybe I'm being unfair because the first time I ever fished here, I fished over there in that swim. I think it was that swim. Don't remember it being so over with the trees, but I fished in that swim with a pole. I've just got my Matrix MTX1 and just wanted to fish with it, and we were having a little competition of who could catch the most fish, and that day I pulled out lots of little fish, lots of little silvers, roach, perch, and also had 5-6 decent sized carp on. Only managed to land 3 of those, I think. The other 3 just took me all over the lake. I might have foul hooked them, it might have been my inexperienced pole fishing, but I couldn't get them in, and some of those were on for half an hour and eventually got free. So I don't think they were all foul hooked. I think it was my problem regarding getting them in. So last week I was trying to do a little bit of the same with the Matrix Torque with some strong elastic, talking about 20 plus elastic on that, just to see if I could hook into one of the bigger ones, because I know that pole and that elastic is more than up to the job to get the fish that are in here in. But it just didn't get any bites. I mean, it's only a 10.5 metre pole, so you can only go out so far, and there was just no fishing close enough. And that looks like it might be a fishy. Which is more than I caught last week this early on. Again, you've got to give these fish in here some respect, because some of them are quite big, and that one doesn't feel small, doesn't feel massive, it's not fighting very hard. I mean, I don't know how many of you find that the first fish of the day always feels much bigger than it is, and you're scared to pull into it too hard until you get your eye in, because that one's not big at all. That one's a nice size for this rod and tackle. Didn't have that clutch as loose as I thought I did, so I've just slackened it off a little bit more, because it's this bit's the critical bit. When they're under the, just ready for getting the net, they'll ping off easy. But look at the forgiveness in that rod. And they fight hard in here because they're carp, and I don't think they're used to getting caught as much as what they are in commercials. But that's the first fishy. Happy with that. Bottom lip. Maybe £6 that one, but that's a nice way to start the day. And we bend into another fish. This one's coming straight up. It's Let's not be too much of a rush to catch this one. Again, there's all sorts of sizes of fish in here. Only got 8 pound line on. Soft rod, loose clutch or loose drag. This one looks a little bit bigger from there. I've got my biggest net on today, which I'm not sure how big it is because it's quite an old net. I've had it years. And that one was damn easy to get in the net. I think we'll carry this one over here. A Blunham carp that doesn't want to be shown on camera. £11. Just the GoPro. This one feels bigger than the last one. Can't hurry them in. Tackle's not. Well, you'd consider it to be beefy for a normal commercial, but this isn't a commercial. It's not coming in as quickly as the last one anyway. £8 line on here. This one's probably bigger than 8. Just tire it out. Let it come wallowing in. £13 Blunham Carp. Well, it's all a bit slow at the moment. No joy on the Pellet Waggler. Lots of knocks on the method feeder here, but it's not going around. I'm going to try some quick 10-minute casts with that and see what happens. knocking while I'm talking. Anyway, if you like my videos, don't forget to like them, don't forget to subscribe. You'll see quite a few more coming up soon. Pellet Waggler back out. Wind's died down. Ripple's gone. Give this half hour. Need to cast that float a bit flatter. It's burying itself a bit. Nearly done a duck. That ripple started again. Okay, put this side of the ripple, I might be able to see it. And that is pellet waggler fishing, everybody. And that's losing it. Oh. 10 minutes I think, and I'm going to pack up and just say I'm not going to get one on the Pellet Waggler on film today. Pulling very hard at the moment, this fish. Coming in slowly. It's a plodder. Plodders are normally decent fish. Oh, not much talking because there's plenty of fighting going on. Duck plumbing. So the reason you can't find a plumber, if you're looking for one, is they're all here fishing. line. Oh. I think we'll unhook him over here. There we go. Pellet Waggler fishing. When it works well. I've just pulled up on the drive after getting back from Manor Farm. How can I sum up today? Blunham is a nice change actually for most of the commercial fisheries I go to. It's a small lake full of decent sized fish, you know, some over £20. I haven't seen one personally over £20, but plenty of people have told me they're there. And I say the smallest one today I caught was £6. Biggest was 13. I've personally had fish out over £16.5 from Blunham. But it's not a commercial fishery. Don't just jump on your hook. You've got to be patient, like any carp water. Set your traps, get your methods right. I mean, you could throw out a carp rig, a small carp rig with a PVA bag, or maybe a float sitting on the bottom in the edge, or even a bubble float sitting on top. I mean, they're all certainly methods I saw people using on the lake today, and they would produce fish. Everybody, I think, I saw there caught a fish, but it was a waiting game. Sit there, throw it out, sit back and wait for a fish, and that's been my experience of Blunham in previous visits, fishing it that way. So today I went out with the view to fish it as if it was a commercial fishery with commercial tackle, just beefed up a bit, stronger main line, £8 main line on the Pellet Waggler, which gives you the confidence a little bit to pull into some of the bigger fish that may end up on the end of the line. I mean, it'd been interesting to see what would have happened if I'd have had a 20 on the end of the line today, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But it was fun fishing it that way. It made you feel as if you was actively getting the fish to come to you and take your bait, rather than you waiting for them to find it. Today was a short session. I wasn't there for very long, and I still managed to put £48 on the clicker, which from previous experience of Blunham is a good day's fishing at Blunham, and I enjoyed every minute I was there today. Which contrasts to the last time I went, where I just couldn't get them biting at all until right near the end. I got the Pellet Waggler out and caught a few. So certainly a method I should use and try there again. But if you liked what you saw today, if you want a more in-depth review, pop over now to fishingviews.co.uk. There'll be a review for Blunham there, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all again next time. Look after yourself.